Ciao to everyone. How are you doing today? Hope you're all good. And we are here in Turin for the day. Part 2 of the Halloween event has begun. We're kicking off, getting nearly 107 kilometers done for last week, which is really nice. We've got a batch of new 7-kilometer eggs now, which have the boost, apparently, for Froakie and Rowlet and Pichu in there. And there's a smattering of costume Pokemon. In fact, I could barely see anything on the phone screen. Check one. It's not a shiny Rowlet. We want to get each of these new costume ones. You need 3, well, need is a strong word, but maybe get 3 of them because you can evolve them, which is actually amazing. Not a shiny Rowlet. They are going to be boosted in the raids as well, which we're waiting to see what spawns in 53 minutes or so. We are here in Turin for the day, and behind me is a shopping mall. But more to the point, if anybody remembers the original Italian job, up there is the old Fiat test track where they drove around on a big oval on the roof of the factory and made the jump. The plan is to head up there, do some nice sightseeing, a bit of movie kind of viewing, as it were, see a film location, and hopefully we can get some good stuff along the way, because as it stands, Italy has not been the most sparkly place for me. In fact, we've only had one shiny, and here it is. We're looking rather bedraggled and everything. We've just arrived in Turin, having got the train over, and a little while in, we've got one of the broken textures at the moment is the shots. I think it's the East Sea one. Haven't had one of these, I think, since a Go Fest, but it's got no eyes. So maybe an unusual experience, but that's our first shiny of the entire Italy trip. But it's a catch, which is lovely. So, Shellos, no eyes, 0 star, but caught in Turin. Love it. Literally got nothing from Genoa or Portofino or anything. However, we did actually hatch 100% from a 12-kilometer egg. I won't spoil through all the eggs, but it finally hatched a Hundo Pancham, which is really nice. So that was hatched in Genoa, even though it's a London egg. So far, no amazing stuff, but we do have to find some field research tasks. Basically, you want to get Evolve 3 Pokemon gives you either the Rowlet or Froakie as a costume, and Catch 10 should give you the Pikachu, the Vulpix, or the Piplup. So honestly, costume, shiny bonanza. I love the kind of chase that this provides. So let me know, part 2 begins. How's your day 1? And let's go and see something rather cool, shall we? Okay, it turns out they opened at 11, not 10, so that's fine. And there's our first look at the Froakie. On this week's episode of the Incensed podcast, Ian said it should have 2 hats, 1 for each eye. I'm not so sure. Let's see how good it's going to be. 0 star. I'm hoping those eggs can pull through for us, because the raids are obviously going to take a bit of time to refresh, but we've got a good week to go ham for this one. And we've got these as a spol hour on Tuesday, which I'm very excited for. We'll be back in the UK for that one. Found a shady spot. We've just done 3 evolves. It does take a sweet amount of time, but this should be either the Froakie or Rowlet. It is the Rowlet, it's not shiny in 432. It needs to be a lot better than that for a 100%er. I'd love a hundo. This is the Pikachu. Of course, we know that 402 is the magical hundo of that. Which hat Pikachu? I don't think it's been available in the game since 2017's Halloween event, so it's been a long time. And the chase really is to get the shiny Pichu from the eggs. This should be like a 96, could be worse. And the final one is Piplup. Lovely. I do have a level 50 hundo of that thing. Got it way back in 2021. That is not a spawn I was expecting to see. Klefki, off incense. Great, so I have a bunch of Klefki from Belgium, Germany, France, Holland, even the UK, and now we've got one from Italy. Really wasn't expecting to see that thing. It's an XL, and it's a 3 star from Turin. Look at that. One thing we're definitely noticing right away is how irritating everything is to catch. Very few things actually stay first ball. Even the likes of Phantump and Shuppet do prove annoying, but maybe that's just this morning. Okay, we've got something very cool from Turin already, people. It's not shiny, and I will say thank you so much everybody who's tuned in, who's a fresh face to the channel, who's enjoyed watching the Zorua trick video. Hope that's been useful for you, getting the XXLs or just trying to shiny check Zorua in general. I do have 3 tasks. Let's check these tasks first. Could be Rowlet, but not shiny in 423. I think it needs to be like 450 something, perhaps. There's another Rowlet, it's not shiny. That's 440, we'll stack it. And this one's going to be Froakie, not shiny, 403, 425 would be the 100%er for that one. I should really remember the Rowlet as well, because that was a more recent community day. I'm running Zorua as a buddy to just get Zorua to appear on the map as Zorua. And I searched 4 star. We've had a hundo Zorua today, all the way from Turin, and that's completely random, people, which is awesome. Genuinely completely random 100%er. So fantastic, which is a really nice, not that we needed another Hundo Zorua, but I will never say no to one. It could have been shiny, which would have been really nice. So, oh, speak of the devil, not shiny Zorua on Incense. I think now the tickets are going to be open, so we should be able to get back into this test track area. I may throw the Italian B-roll in towards the end of the video. Thank you, Robert, from the Land Down Under for a Froakie raid invite of 551, but not shiny, despite this being a shiny boost. Of course, that shiny boost could be very minimal. Froakie capture, and it is 87 or 80, no, 89%. But thank you very much, all the way from the Land Down Under. And a couple of Piplup dotted around, running a bit of Spatial Rem because, well, I'm running out of Roar of Time for the candies of Dialga. You can't write this. We're in Turin for Monday, one day, that's it. We literally got into Turin last night. We should have just come here straight away. That's so annoying. Because God knows when we're going to come back to Turin, but it would have been amazing to go up like the Pista 500. That's where they had the Fiat test track on the roof of the building. Obviously, movie location, the Italian job, there's so much history here. Panoramic cafe, God knows what, that I'm trying to show a picture. I hope this isn't going to change. Look. That's sort of what it looks like. You've got the proper oval test track, you can walk it, you can go around it. As it stands, I can show you a bookshop and a half a Fiat on a wall. Oh well, you live and you learn. This is the only bit we can actually have a look at. This is obviously the ramp that goes right to the roof. This is how they got the cars onto the roof to do the testing. So you've actually got it as a just pedestrianised walkway now, which I think is quite cool. That's the petrolhead amongst me, having seen it in the movie and everything. But look, you can actually walk down the area where they got the cars up to the roof to do the testing. And there's still plenty of spawns, although Incense, regular Incense, is about to end. Episode 194 is now available to download from the Incensed podcast. Go and drop it to download. But I think we're going to run our daily Incense with a bit of Roar of Time now, because we've got an hour walk back to the main bit of Turin. Oh, there we go. At least we saw an old car park ramp. Honestly, I'm not quite sure what I just ordered, but it has pistachio cream in it, and coffee and milk, so it should be all good, to be honest. We have to mix it. Don't know what you ordered.
I have no idea, but it looks amazing.
There's actually a Froakie and a Rowlet raid that have just hatched around here as well, so actually coming down here, probably quite a good idea. Okay, cheers everybody. I mean, it's great. It's got pistachio in it, you can't go wrong. We found a Rowlet raid on the opposite side of the test track. I wouldn't mind a shiny of these, but I'd love a Honda. Come on, be green. It's not. And 571. What's this going to be? Kind of a dead 3-star, but that's absolutely okay. First batch of 9 7-kilometer eggs. Will there be a shiny or a hundo hiding in here? There's a Rowlet. Egg 2 will be the frog. Wouldn't mind the Pichu. Speak of the devil, there it is. Almost preempting that. Come on, egg 4 is a Pichu again. Come on, because it couldn't be shiny the last time it was available, actually. So this is first opportunity. Haunted Hoot Hoots. Not Hoot Hoots, Rowlets. There's another Pichu. Need a freaky Froakie. No, there's a Pichu. I've got plenty of Pichu in this batch. That's 4 Pichu there. Nice. Were there any good 4-star 98 Pichu? No hundos, but I think that 98 is from Sue. So thank you very much for that egg. Lovely stuff. And there's plenty of stuff here to check. Cluster-wise, let's restock on those eggs and check the frogs. We have the wrong shiny bird, people. A shiny ducklet from Daily Incense just as we get down by the river. It's kind of fitting. It's very much not of the Galarian variety. Squirrel, what are you doing here, sunshine? I haven't had a ducklet shiny since either New York Go Fest this year or even the Global. I can't remember getting one on Global. That's my first one outside an event, and it's actually the second shiny of Turin, finally. Oh, my game crashed, lovely, just as I'm inputting the name. Get me back in the game. Well, there we go, we have the encounter number down, and a Adventure Sync 5k. It's a Tyrant, lovely. I love how that got downgraded. Found a Drift Blimp raid somewhere up the road. Decided to remote it, 1339. I don't know the 100% of this thing. I've never got the shiny of it, so I wouldn't mind that lovely yellow balloon, one of the more elusive costume Pokemon. And it's not shiny. Shame. 1338. Slight chance of being not catchable apparently. Wasting daily incense to catch you, sir, but it is immensely pretty here, even with the houses that are like on the hills. Did you? Oh, hello. Sir. Well, there you go. I didn't expect to see that, but this is kind of a dead one. Okay, this is definitely a low-tab nest. Thank you, Francesco, for our first Pikachu raid invite. It's not 100%er. 536 is the magical number, of course. We know that from eons of raiding Pikachus. I find it quite funny. An Italian invited us to a raid in Ealing while we're in Italy. Maybe shiny. Yeah. Oh yes, I think it is shiny. Come on. First Pikachu raid, we have the shiny, bro. Thank you very much. Come on. Shiny Pikachu with the witch hat. First one ever. Come on. What on earth are we next to here? Is that some castle wall here? It's a 93%er actually, a pretty solid stat one. Shiny witch hat. Oh yes. Evolved a Starmie that came off Daily Incense, and I've shiny checked everything. Sorry, nothing of interest. We have 2 Evolve 3 tasks. Not shiny. 407 is pretty dead. And that one shall be a Rowlet. I want to get a hundo. Doing my best not to get run over here. We have batch number 2 of the 7Ks. So, Marta managed to hatch a Hundo Rowlet. Perhaps we can hatch something sparkly. Froakie number 1 and Vulpix number 2. Vulpix number 3. This one's Vulpix number 4. Okay. This is Pichu. Lovely. I do need the shiny, obviously. It would be nice. It's the Vulpix heavy batch, clearly. Oh, shiny Froakie hatch. Come on. Where is that from? I'd love to see the geotag on it. Rowlet, but we have a shiny costume. Let's go. Thank you whoever sent me that 7K. 558 on it. It's a 91 shiny from London. Okay, it could be anybody, frankly. I'm really sorry, but shiny Froakie. Yes! What a fantastic hatch. 91%er. That might be the one we evolve because 15, 15, 11 is really solid. Haven't hatched many eggs at all. We've done quite a few field researches, but it's the raids and eggs where they're boosted. So now I need to restock and we're gonna go and get some lunch. But I hope you enjoyed because that view up there, astonishing. Daily Incense, about 2¼ hours done. No G-Bird this time around, and well, not too much caught on it to be honest, but I do have 3 Evolve 3 tasks. One is the Froakie 408, the second one is the Rowlet, and is this going to be trade fodder for number 3? It's a huge costume Rowlet, perfect. Showcase winner right there. That was one of the highly rated street pasta places in Turin, and it was fantastic. Whatever the drunk sausage in my pasta was delicious. But now we're going to head over to the Royal Palace Gardens, have a wander around there, and then I'm going to show you the main squares, which, one of the main squares, I don't think we can get access to the steps unfortunately, but it's where in the Italian job they drove the minis down the steps properly. They did it for real. Honestly, for like a bit of a movie buff like myself, this is a really cool place to come to. There's an upside down question mark on the roof. I don't know what that's about. Triple quest for the Evolve 3 is a Rowlet, not shiny, and 440. We've had an invite, we're not doing Mega Bonnet, that is, I think? No. And the third one, Froakie. Not the 100%, unfortunately. batch number 3 of 7-kilometer eggs for the Vulpix. And what other goodness is there? A frog, a variety of different creatures. There's the Pichu. Come on, there's another Pichu. A triple Pichu. Maybe a Hundo. A Hundo would be nice. A Vulpix. Come on, there's a Rowlet. That needs to be green, please. Nope, there's another one. I think this could be the last egg, is a Vulpix. It was the last egg indeed, but I don't spy a Hundo in there, I think. No. It's close, 96er. Thanks to the daily Pokecoin bounty ticket, obviously allows you to open, I think, 50 gifts per day, which is really good for 7-kilometer event eggs. We were sat underneath a Gengar. I got 1605. I think it's 1634 or so for a 100%er. This is a returning costume one, I'm fairly confident. Maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago, this was in the event. Thanks everybody who popped in. Don't think that's shiny, unfortunately. And we have vastly more success with this than probably we will have with the Gigantamax Gengar this coming weekend. We're now coming to the end of the time here in Turin. We're waiting for the taxis to head to the airport, and we've got a flight in 3 hours or so. So we're going to wrap up today. First day of this new Part 2 Halloween event has been a smashing success with triple shinies. Very nice. 2 costume shinies, which are both brand new for me. And of course, the Hundo Zorua from Turin. I love a good geotag when it decides to load in, so that's fantastic. Since we hatched quite a good IV Froakie shiny, 91%er, let's get the family evolved. Frogladeer or whatever it's called, and Greninja, of course. If we get more down the road, we get more down the road. But there it is, with the hat gets smaller, or like the Pokemon gets bigger, the hat, it doesn't grow with the Pokemon, let's say. Spooky Halloween hat Greninja. I guess I could see why the 2 hat design wouldn't work, because obviously the design changes of the Pokemon as you evolve it. But there is shiny Greninja with the black witch hat on it, and that looks exceptionally cool, I think, definitely. Fantastic. And such a cool idea to put these into the game, because they were a Pokemon Halloween collection thing from the Pokemon Center online. You could buy these plushies. So there we go, we've done the evolution, we've done everything. Let's see if we catch anything else, but for now, enjoy what happened across Italy, because I filmed a huge amount of B-roll and everything and did a couple of clips here and there, but I didn't actually get a chance to film anything properly. So enjoy some B-roll of the time here in Italy, and if you're not going to watch that, I'll say thank you very much to the Patreon squad people who will get their credits at the end of the video. And please go and check out some extra content from the channel, and do subscribe if you're new. Thank you everybody for the extra support. If you're a new face here, big welcome. Thank you so much, and well, until the time we get back to London, do take care. Well, hello and welcome everybody to Portofino behind me. We're here for a couple of hours, hopefully, and today and tomorrow, for me, were the release of the Gigantamax. The hope is that there is actually some activity in Genoa. Checking out Campfire, there is going to be a group of people, roughly 20, that will be attempting at about 3 p.m. time-wise to go and take some down. But from what I've seen, these things are now impossible to do. Seen stories from the land down under, likes of Zoe Tudors, etc., waiting for groups of 30 people to rock up and then fail. The likelihood of me actually being able to do these is slim. Well, it's some hours later and we haven't got back to Genoa yet, and the meetup has probably disappeared because there actually weren't many people checking in for it, and from what I've seen online, a lot of people cancelled meetups for these Gigantamax raids. So unfortunately, yeah, Gigantamax definitely not going to be happening. Certainly Saturday. Very strong suspicion Sunday's going to be the same. We're now in Bogliasco or wherever it is. Lovely, very nice, coastal. Don't really know what else to say. I'll have to give my thoughts on Gigantamax. I think that honestly, needing 40, I've seen people doing 40 plus like full lobbies and failing these raids or these battles, which it's not the same as main series games where you can take people in, lobby of 4 and give it a go and turn-based and everything and fail it and re-lobby and go again. This requires people to come out properly to a location, meet up in huge numbers, which just physically don't happen outside of massive cities. So anybody who's not in London or Birmingham or Bristol is not really going to be able to do these properly. And I've seen even people in these big cities failing these raids, and there's only a certain amount of time people can be bothered to try and redo these raids over and over again before thinking, do you know what, is it really worth 800 max particles? That's your full allowance for a whole day for free, so one shot done. I mean, thankfully you don't get the particles taken unless you complete it, but I've heard a lot of these things running as well, so there's a lot more to discuss around Gigantamax. I think it needs a complete overhaul, frankly, to make it appealing and make people eager to give it a go again, because you know, I was hoping to be able to get 1 or 2 battles in, just for the sake of the video and the content, but unfortunately, I'm sorry, I can't bring that to you. Just about made it to the airport in one piece. Yeah, it's, you know, Italian drivers. Bless the taxi dude. He was very Rocco was very, very determined. I got very specific shots of certain things out the car. So, including the plane you saw on the way in. So a lot of that stuff was him Google translating on the go. The things they have in the airports, an old Delta Evolution from 1991, an ancient Lancia. But that's exceedingly cool. Right, through security we go. Through security, and now just waiting for the plane that is a tad delayed. But I have another batch of 7k eggs from today. So let's see, you guys who've stuck around for the video, will we get any extra sparkles? There's a Pichu. Airport shiny luck. There's a Froakie. Come on. There's a Pichu. I believe there will be some airport luck. There's another Pichu. Please, Pichu heavy batch. Clearly. Come on. Well, there's a Vulpix. Airport cluster here is good. It's a Rowlet. Good, but no stops. The tiny little airport. And there's another Pichu. I think that's all she wrote. Nice. Did we get any hundos? Sadly not. Decent-ish cluster if we went back towards security, but there's one stop at the entrance. Very much time to head home. So, proper outro now. I hope you enjoyed this video from Italy. It's a little bit shorter than I expected, and one video rather than a couple. I was hoping to be able to do some Gigantamax bits and pieces, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. It's nice to pick up some of the new shinies from this event, and we'll be out playing it for the rest of the week for damn sure. But let me know how you've done so far with this event. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to be able to get this edited, if it's going to be on the flight or not, but let me know your wins in the comments below, of course. And thank you very much to all of the wonderful Patreon squad who really do help to continue this being a possibility and making the channel keep going. Content, live stream, travel to live events, and even doing some abroad bits and pieces. I can officially announce now, Ian and myself are going to be in Cologne in Germany for Mankey Community Day. We're doing a stupid mental one-day trip of flying out and coming back inside of a day. So thanks very much, Patreon Squad peeps, for making something like that a possibility. If you enjoyed, do hit that subscribe button down below. And I said it before, but go and check out one of the videos on the side here. There's so much more for you to see if you want to see travel, if you want to see stupid crazy challenges, long challenges, combo challenges, or Pokemon Go grind sessions. It's all here on the YouTube channel, so check out some more content if you enjoyed, and I'll say until the next time, do take care.